the Yankees have been a laughing stock. They really have. I know everybody's going to say, well, they're 33-30. How are they a laughing stock? They're over 500. This is a team that has the talent to be the number one team in the American League. And in the hard American League East with, yes, the Tampa Bay Rays, we all knew they were going to be good with the talent and the young prospects that they have. The Boston, who would have thought Boston was going to be a second seed or the second place Boston Red Sox? Nobody, including Jeff from Tampa.
He still wasn't.
Yeah, he was a big Boston fan. Listen, you can't take away what Boston is doing right now. You really can. What are they, 13 games over 500? Mm-hmm. It's been a sensational season for them with the new GM, a.k.a. a Tampa Bay Rays GM type of guy. So you look at the Yankees right now, they're not hitting in the clutch. DJ LeMahieu is having a bad season right now. The only player on this team in this lineup that's hitting is Aaron Judge. Gleyber Torres can't stay healthy. There's stories coming out from the Yankees and some rumorvilles that Trevor Stories is a guy that the Yankees are gunning for at the trade deadline. A lot of teams are interested in him, and Colorado is willing to trade him. That would be an interesting trade. Even though Trevor Story is not having a great season, have a little bit better season than Gleyber Torres is right now. He's a better defensive player too, which the Yankees need defense at that position. But I don't know what the Yankees need to do, Speedy. Their pitchers, I know that Gerrit Cole story that came out with the pine tar and
spider attack.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Every player, every pitcher uses pine tar. Years and years and years this has been going on in baseball. This is not cheating. Everybody is doing it. We've heard people use snot, spitting. We've heard so many things. I've heard stories that pitchers used to stick their hand in their ass and get stuff out of their ass. So who knows? I mean, there's some stories coming out in all different, pursuits. I mean, I've heard stories that Jorge Posada used to pee on his hands before he played in the game to take away the calluses. Yes.
Oh, man.
I've heard stories. Vladimir Guerrero, too. So they both played with no gloves. So trust me.
True.
And it took away calluses. It helped them with their calluses on their hands. So first things first, they have to fire Aaron Boone. I like Aaron Boone, but you cannot play the way you're playing and expect this manager to keep his job. This is a team that should be a top team. They should be absolutely a top 2 seed, and they shouldn't be 6 games out of first place. They should be 3 or 2.5 games out of first place. Boston's 1 game out of first place. The Yankees should be Boston. It shouldn't be the other way around. Yeah. To me, it's scary to see where the Yankees are. As a Yankee fan, this could be a season where the Yankees take a step back and they're going to have to figure out things. And it's not Brian Cashman. He's not getting fired. He's the best GM in sports. He's the best GM in baseball. I don't know why Yankee fans are calling for his head. It's stupid. 30 seasons in a row with winning seasons. How do you fire a GM with that kind of background? And by the way, as a GM, he's won 4 championships.
Any Yankee fan that wants Brian Cashman out, you could gladly escort him to Citi Field. I don't mind. I would take Brian Cashman with open arms if that's the case. Whoever thinks that, nice try. But going back to, I want to start with the sticky substance thing. I agree with you. I think if they're going to catch them for what Gerrit Cole was using, there's going to be something else that comes
Everybody's
out.
A Trevor Bauer's using it. I'm sure you'll hear stories that Jacob deGrom has done it. Syndergaard's done it. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
There's always going to be another substance that comes in.
Story.
It's just like all these random drug tests that people were doing with steroids and all these.
And Donaldson, shut your damn mouth. I do not want to hear Donaldson over there. Who's he play for? Toronto? The Twins? Oh, he was on Toronto. Donaldson just needs to shut his mouth, okay? Shut up. Stop being a baby back you-know-what. I'm not going to say it on this show, but everybody knows what I'm talking about.
The point is, I think there's always going to be another substance that comes because we say it all the time with like different steroids that have been in the past. They think of them as foreign substances because baseball's played internationally too. There's tons of countries between Japan, between the Caribbean that have baseballs, and there's always going to be other substances that come out, other materials that come out. So it's going to happen whether Gerrit Cole or Trevor Bauer is the next one to get caught with spider tack. Then all of a sudden there's going to be something other random thing that nobody can pronounce that comes out. Because that's what always happened with the hitters too. Now the hitters so far have gotten suspended for the brunt of their random drug tests. They get these 80-game suspensions. They get these 20-game suspensions. We'll have to see if the baseball starts doing that with the pitchers. But I think it has to take a larger sample size in order for that to happen. But it's still going to happen no matter what. Like you were saying, there's different substances come out in different eras of baseball. That's what ends up happening. The peeing thing I still find weird, but
it's true.
Whatever.
True story.
In terms of the Yankees, in terms of their actual state right now, they need more offensive production throughout their lineup. It's always been a big strength for them. And right now, Stanton and Judge, when they've been healthy, have been the only two hitting right now. DJ LeMahieu's definitely down for him. Gleyber Torres has definitely been down for him. And Gary Sanchez, a big concern for him. This is now the third year in a row that he's had his issues. So they might be looking for another catcher to do that.